Good afternoon. Right, it's going to be a bit of a quick one, this one actually. It's probably going to be a bit boring because I've fallen woefully behind on the tag challenge, so I'll just make those as and when and show you those. But I just want to catch you up with what I've been up to this week. I was working 3 days this week, and it always kind of takes the wind out of my sails, that the 3 day weeks. I know it's sad, but you know, there it is. So what have I been up to? First of all, I just want to catch up with the people that are following my little slow stitch for beginners type thing. There's the coaster that I did. So let me just turn the light on. It's a funny old day today. I can't really make out. Yeah, it's a little bit brighter. I did the circular. I went for circles. I was going to stitch in each individual one, but I thought, well, you know, we're putting cups on there. Most cups have got a circular base, so I went circles. I'll get it up really close for you. As you can see, I did one orange, and that didn't show up enough for me, so I did another one in green, and I just did big cross stitches in the corner. And I did do the double border here, and that's what I was saying to you about. Okay, so the first one was stitched right close to the edge, and then the second one just on the outside, and that gives it such a lovely frame. It's really pretty. I'm really pleased with the way that turned out, actually. So I hope you've done yours. I had a couple of queries about kits for this. Basically, the fabric that I used is in, oh, I think it's in the Susie Q Makes Etsy shop. I did on the video that I did this for, I did put the direct links because people were asking about it. So I have put the direct link straight to the Etsy shop, so go and have a look there. And also I put the links for the 1 inch wide ribbons as well, the torn fabric ribbons. So again, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I put the direct links, but it's on the actual slow stitch video for this one. Okay, so oh yeah, so when I did this, I had a lot of bits left over, and I said to you, I'm a junk journaler, they weren't going to go to waste, and that's what I did with them. I just made some little page decorations, yeah, just sort of bunched them up and just sewed a button on, basically. So I'll quickly show you, why not. So I like these little page decorations. They can look lovely on pockets or pages or whatever you want to put them on, really. Tags. I just stitched a button on there. I don't know what I was doing there. And then that one there. Yeah, so, you know, nothing goes to waste. They were tiny little 1 inch scraps, basically. Not even that, some of them. But I just thought I'd use them there. So, yeah, really happy with that. Oh, before I forget, again, if you are following the slow stitch one, what I want to do for the next one is... you might be getting quite a lot of stash now, and I thought we'd have a go at making a bag. Okay, so if you can get a piece which is, I don't know, sort of like the trouser leg of a pair of jeans or that kind of size. Actually, I suppose the size of this mat, what size is that? Hang on, let me grab my big ruler. So if you can get something that's about 18 inches by 12, 18 by 12, that'll be quite a nice size bag, because I just thought we'd make a very simple bag. It's not going to be hard, so don't panic. Okay, I will walk you right through it. So so that's the coaster. I finished my slow stitch journal cover. I've lined it and everything with a lovely vintage inspired fabric, but I'm developing, oh, I don't know if it's a new idea. I'm going to need your help with it when I've done it, because I think it's a new idea that I want to do, but I'm not sure. But I'll wait until it's done, and then I'm afraid I'm going to use you as my scouts to tell me if you've ever seen anything like it before. So from the leftover from cutting that out, I had a piece on top like that, basically. Oh, I think it was on the bottom, actually, if you want to get it right. And I did say I was going to turn it into a little mini journal. So I have done. I've put letter beads there, draw, and just a little flowery thing there. And basically, I've turned it into a little, let's make time to create. And that was on the selvage of the fabric, so I left it on. Why not? So I made a little mini drawing journal, again lined it with I picked up these lovely I don't know if they're vintage or vintage inspired, but I think they were destined to be cushion fronts, and the person hadn't finished them, so it's just flat fabric basically. But so yeah, so I popped in some of my gel prints, mixed media paper again. So yeah, so it's a nice little travel journal, and it's a travel art book, or you could use it as a little journal, whatever. And it's elastic bound, so you can, you know, take the papers out and keep refilling it. If you're going to pay for, I've got an annoying fly now, go away. If you know, if you're going to sort of pay out for a nice journal cover, you might as well make it reusable. So okay, so that's what I did with that. Oh yeah, the other thing, stay, hang on, sorry, it's going to collapse. When I made my big needle thingy that I've got here, oh, another thing for my stitches, by the way, sorry, I've just seen that and it reminded me. If you want some decent needles in a really nice little, well, they're called John James Pebbles. I don't know if I can get that close enough. There we are, John James Pebble, available in loads of places. But the nice thing is that it keeps all your needles in a really sweet little pebble, obviously. And they're good needles as well. So because you can buy some really cheap ones, and then the eye is really tiny and almost, well, you almost can't use them, they're so small. But that is a really handy, nifty little, as you can see, I quite like John James's needles. But they're good needles, and that's a handy little storage thing. Anyway, yeah, so I made this big needle book for my needles. So and quite a few people sort of want to know how you make them, how you finish them, and everything. So I've made some to pop on the old Etsy. I'll just show you quickly. Stop saying so yeah, I've just put little taggy things on there, little embellishments. It easily clips off, no problem. This one's obviously got a sheep on it, so I thought he'd just sit in the field there with his little legs. And what I've done differently with these is I've made a pocket in the front for a little notebook, which, you know, comes with them, because quite often you just want a little notebook to, if you know, if you use it for if you're a knitter or a crocheter, you always want a bit of paper. And I thought, well, if I pop a little pocket in there, that's quite nice. I put in a tape measure as well, but I've done sort of lacy pockets, and then the black felt is for your needles to go in. Now I've not done like on mine. I put words. Hang on, 2 seconds. And I just printed those with ink, with letter beads, basically, letter stamps. But I don't know what needles you've got. Okay, these, you know, these are specific to me. You might have all sorts of different ones, so I've not done that in these. So you know, if you, I'm going to put these in the Etsy. Oh, sorry, bits everywhere. Look at it. I'm going to put these in the Etsy shop. If you want me to stamp some word tags, basically, you'll have to. I can do that. It's not a problem, but you'll have to stitch them in yourself. Okay. So yeah. So there's 2 black pages, if you like, and then there's these ones with the pockets, and obviously they're lace or, you know, whatever. And then again on this, I thought what you need in the back, 2 seconds, what you need in the back is somewhere to pop your scissors. So I put a little scissor brad. Yeah, I've not included scissors because if you need a needle book this size, you've got scissors. Probably could supply me with scissors, to be honest, but anyway, you're going to have scissors. I'm not going to supply scissors, you don't need me to. But so I've kind of gone for a needlework size, but what I've done is I've left the bottom open. They're not long enough, hang on. I've left the bottom of the triangle here open, so that if yours are slightly longer, you can actually push the points right through. Okay, so that is open at the bottom there. So if you've got really long ones, you probably haven't, if you just little snippers, and they'll fit in there lovely. All right, but you're not, you know, there's no scissors included. So that's Mr. Sheep. Okay, this one's a bit more sort of vintagey inspired. Oh, and I didn't put the page tags on that one. Again, if somebody buys that and they want them, I clean forgot to do it, and I could kick myself when I realised. So anyway, yeah, so this is a lovely sort of bronzy effect scissors. Again, little pocket in the front, and again just a tape measure. I didn't put any pocket on that. I couldn't face covering that up, so I've left it. So some lace trim in this one. Okay, another pocket there, and then you got a pocket at the back and the same scissor pocket at the back here. Okay, so that's that one. And then this one is quite celestial. It's got little moons and things, and then I've put a little wish wand, that's the word, and another little moon there. As I say, these just clip off if you don't want them on there, it's not a problem. But this just spoke to me celestial. I don't know why, but it did. So that's gone on there. It's a big old metal charm on there. I've stitched it all down as hard, you know, as well as I can. So, but these still dangle, but this is well stitched on. So again, the pocket, again, lacy pockets inside. I say this one's got the tabs on it, so you can use those to pull your pages up if you want to. Because again, I thought, you know, if you do the little labels like I've got, you could actually put them on the tabby things there. So, and again, the stitch scissor thing on the back there. So I love that one. I'm really tempted to, but no, you've got one, Susan, you don't need to. And another one, little birds. So I did some little bird charms here. Bird fabric. That's a patched work piece one, if that makes sense. Yeah, notebook. And then I had this, I don't know if you can actually see it actually, but let me just put my hand in there. See, I had this net curtaining with birds on, so I put a birdie pocket in the front of that one, again with a tape measure, because you know we never can find one. So put pockets, plenty of places for all your pins, needles, and another pocket on the back there, another lacy pocket. I made them see-through so that, you know, when stuff's inside, like that, you can actually see what's in your pockets, because I'm the devil for putting stuff in pockets and never can blooming find it. And then another scissor thingy on the back there. Now, that looks like it's upside down. It is. However, that's the way the fabric's printed, okay? You get a choice. It's a mixed up fabric, so yeah, that's that one anyway. So yeah, so I've done those. So really nice needle books. Yeah, I'll pop those in the old Shoppo. I think that's everything on here. Right, okay. If you've been following me for a while, you know I'm doing the Anne Brooke challenge, Sew for the Soul book. Ironically, after I made that coaster, ta-da, I watched it came up about, I don't know, was it the same day, maybe a day later, and lo and behold, she's getting us weaving this time. So that was like kismet, wasn't it, meant to be? That's my little bucket of bits there. Let me pop that there. So yeah, it's weaving. As you can see, I've had to tack down this one because, you know, you just need to. And when she's doing the videos, I just sit and make a list of, you know, what I'm seeing on the screen, or she talks about that she'd like us to include. I think I've got everything on here. I mean, this is all the stitches. We're changing our stitches this time. So it's pistel stitch, fly stitch, bullion stitch, French knots. Yeah, weaving, leave little spaces, which I've done here. I don't know if I'm 100% happy with it at the moment. I like the weaving. Let me just get that a little bit closer for you. I went purple, don't know why. And I've carried a bit of red through because this will back onto that red page that I showed you last time. And I thought, well, I'll carry the colour through a little bit because otherwise it can get a bit too bitty. She wanted us to put on hooks and eyes. Well, I had these big frog fasteners, that's the other bit to it. So I looked everywhere for these. They were hiding, but I found them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to watch Anne's one again and just see. I've got this big crocheted, it's off of a crochet doily thing, so I thought that would go quite well because, you know, being purple. So yeah, I'm not 100% certain yet, so I'm going to watch Anne's thing again and get re-inspired. I think I'm not sure about some of these. I don't know is the simple answer to that. It's a bit, yeah. So I'm gonna, like I say, I'm gonna go and rewatch hers. So that's that. Is there anything else I need to tell you? Gosh, no, it is really going to be a really quick one today, which is unbelievable for me. 15 minutes. I usually ramble on for hours. I can't think of anything else. I'll make it a short one. Okay, so my slow stitches, if you can get a nice size piece of fabric, as I say, I measured my mat thing here, my pressing mat, and that is 18 by, what did I say, 18 by 12, I think it was. Yeah, 18 by 12. Again, a pillowcase. I'll tell you what would be perfect is if you've got a nice tea towel. That would be great. Let me put that under there, otherwise it all goes freaky. Yeah, an old tea towel would be perfect because A, it's the right weight of fabric, and B, they can be quite pretty and decorative. So that sort of size, we're looking at a tea towel size. And what I'm intending to do is make a square bottomed drawstring bag. All right, don't panic, it's easy. All right, I will take you step by step. I might have a chance to do that tomorrow because it's Monday tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Stop saying I'll try and make it a mission tomorrow and get the bag done. So you might already have the fabrics, so I'll leave that there, and we'll make that do. So let me get all my lovelies in that I've done this week. So I've been pretty busy. These blinking things took me forever. I couldn't think how I wanted to do this pocket, but I sussed it in the end. And getting all the bits and pieces together, it sure does take time. Anyway, let's pop them all under here. Yeah, I'm not happy with this. I'm going to have to change this. So that's that. A lovely little coaster. Oh, the lady from Canada. Yes, I do ship internationally. So I've put a link for that. So if you want it. Oh, and the needle book that we did first of all. Okay, so yes, you can access those fabrics if you particularly want those. Right, there we are. One big bundle of loveliness there. I'll catch you on the next one. As I say, I'll try and get the bag made tomorrow. And I really ought to make the effort to get up to date with the tags. But yeah, been a bit slack on that department, but never mind. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. Okay, ta-ta for now. Bye.